What up, Bernie?
What up? What's going on, Keith Murphy?
Nothing going on with it. Took a couple week break. Glad to be back.
Oh man. Yeah, man. We took a bye week, man. You know what I'm saying? And then we kind of took an involuntary bye week. I was having some technical problems, but man, feels good to be back.
It does.
You know what I mean? Feels good to be back. But what's going on, man? What you got going on this thing? What you got going for Thanksgiving, Keith? What's happening?
Oh, man, I'm just staying home. I'm chilling. I ain't got too much going on at all.
Hey, man, I feel you on that, man. You cooking?
I'm gonna help out a little bit.
You're gonna help out. That means you're gonna make the stuffing and the gravy. That's what that means.
That's pretty much all you getting up out of the kid.
Man, look. Hey, I'm gonna be doing a lot of the cooking, I'm assuming. I don't know. Porsche hasn't really volunteered to do anything yet. So
for real?
You know. Yeah, I know last year I did most of it, but yeah, we're kicking it, man. Got all my kids with me. My oldest daughter is here with us, so man, got all my kids here. So man, we're gonna throw down. We're gonna have some fun, man. You know, some good family time. I'm a little tired. I'm not doing a lot of traveling. I'm not doing any traveling really. Of course, it just came back from an eventful weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Oh man, craziness, madness, bro. But hey, I'm still feeling the effects a little bit, man. I'm still a little tired. My voice is a little gone, feeling a little under the weather for being around all those people, mostly being, surrounded by all of those. I was in the Philadelphia Eagles section, man. So that's probably why I'm a little sick. You know what I'm saying? Because they were so sick at the game, by the end that I guess that sickness started to spread over on me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but oh, thank y'all. Thank you. Late laugh. You know what I'm saying? But, but I'm feeling good, man. Look, I'm flying high. Let's go.
Unintended.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, man.
That's what I'm talking about. What up, Mob?
The mob pulling up, baby. What's good, Mob? Hey. That's what I like to see, Keith. When the mob pull up. Woo! Woo! Oh, it's time, man. Man, shout out to the mob, man. Peace up to the mob. The unbeaten. Load up the clip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The mob literally beating on my door right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Got the mob at the door, man. They trying to beat the door down on me. But yeah, shout outs to the mob. Oh, we got another little announcement to make before we get started, Keith, man. Hey, man, go ahead and lead that off. What's up?
Let me get some sound effects.
Huh?
Let me get some sound effects.
Oh, we got some sound effects. We on deck, baby. What's up? What we got?
We got 600 subscribers.
What? Man, let's go. You know what that means? That just means the mob is getting deeper, man. That's just all it means. You know what I mean? Hey.
What was we at in August?
200? Hey, air it out, baby. Hey. Yeah, it was about 200, maybe a little bit less. You know what I mean? Somewhere in there, man. That's when we pledged to make this thing pop, man. Try to be as consistent as possible. Hey, we said we were going to get about 100 a month. We're going to try to, but we're doing a little bit better than that right now, Keith.
Oh, there it is. We're going to be 1,000 New Year's. That's the goal.
Hey. I think we can do it, man. Y'all think we can do it? I think we can do it, Keith. As long as we got the mob, I think we're in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man. Hey, mob, man. Hey, put in the comments, man. #MOBB. Let us know that you're in the building. Hey, it's that time of year. It's Turkey Day coming up tomorrow. Also got some good football going on. Know what I mean?
Some great football. It's going to be a fun Turkey Day.
Absolutely, man. So, we're in the building, man. Hey, let me tell y'all something. I was at that game on Sunday around 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central Time. And boy, Keith, early on in that game, man, in that first half, I was a little nervous, Keith. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, man. Yo, there was some eagle feathers raining from the ceiling of Jerry World, for a little while.
Did the boo birds come out at all?
Oh, the boo birds came out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The boo birds came out a little bit, but the boo birds really came out in the second half. Somewhere around towards the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, those boo birds were out there. You best believe, and I tell you, I was over there sitting in a sea of green, man. By the end of the game, it wasn't really much left over there, man. People started leaving a little early.
Right.
They were a little upset. But just to tap in a little bit, man. We can go ahead and get into that, man. I really want to talk about it. So I'm pretty sure everybody saw the game. That was, man, you talk about a
game of the week, and it lived up to it.
Oh man, absolutely, man. I mean, it was a monumental occasion, man, just to be able to be a part of that and experience that in person. Me and my lady, of course, everybody knows my lady is an Eagles fan. There was a roller coaster of emotions in the game. Man, Keith, I'm telling you, like in that first half, around 14-0, or actually when it got to 21-0, I was getting trolled a little bit.
Right, Buzzy.
You know what I'm saying? The mob is pulling up.
Trolled.
What up, Buzzy? So I was getting trolled a little bit, man. It is what it is. They right there. They're in our house, stomping us a little bit. But at the same time, man, I'm sitting back thinking, I got a couple of Cowboy fans in the area. We sitting there like, man, I'm watching this game, Keith, and we're killing ourselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're looking at it. You're looking at these boneheaded penalties that we're getting. You're looking at some calls that didn't go our way, like that phantom. It was a roughing the kicker. The defense made a stand and they got a roughing the kicker call, and we got a piece of the ball. If you hit the ball and the defender rolls into the kicker, it's not roughing the kicker. If it's a piece of ball hit, but that was a huge turning point because it led to points for the Eagles. So yeah, there were a lot of emotions, man. But I'm gonna tell you, Keith. Let me tell you when things started to get. Let me tell you when it started to get shaky. You know what I'm saying? It started to get shaky when so I started to feel it when we scored at the end of the first half when it was 21-7. Now I was like, okay, I can see Dak. Like, okay, Dak is starting to figure this out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we watching it. So then that second half started. I'm thinking to myself, if we get a stop, or we stop them, they get possession of the ball first in the second half. I was like, if we give a stop on them, then that's gonna be a momentum shift.
Right. Pressure's on.
Oh yeah, pressure's on. But man, when I tell you, hey, one thing I tell you about Philly fans, they be running their mouth a lot. People know this. They run their mouth a lot. You think Cowboys fans run their mouth? Them Philly fans run their mouth. But when they get uncomfortable, they get real quiet. Silent. When Dak Prescott threw that, he had that runner. He threw that running touchdown to Span Ford, the tight end, the backup tight end, getting his first touchdown of his career. Man, the doggone roof caved in that stadium, Keith.
Because you can feel it through the TV. I mean, I know in the crowd it was crazy, but you can feel it through the TV watching. You're like, oh, this game ain't over.
Oh
And these
man,
boys can't move the ball after they. Hey, maybe we need to change the Madden rules. 21-0 is no longer skunk.
hey, no score is safe anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it ain't safe. You've been seeing that, like what, damn near every fourth quarter that the Giants are involved in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, the comeback is inevitable, man. But I mean, I never felt like we were out of it because it was a lot happening too early. It was happening in the first quarter, mostly. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, it's a lot of time to figure these guys out. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you were watching the game and the flow of the game, you're like, man, they're not doing anything spectacular. We're just killing ourselves and giving them the ball and good field position. You know, but
yeah,
they got in their own way a little bit too. I mean, I don't, you know, but not even a little bit, a lot of it, you know. And I will tell you, man, a lot of Philly fans out there questioning Saquon's intent. Because I swear I saw that boy slide down to the ground and give himself up on a 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3.
It was one time, man, I was like, why didn't he hit the hole? They kind of showed a replay, and he just went outside and, like, ran out of bounds. And I was like, yo, what is that?
Yeah, he did that in a run before that. And then it was, like I said, that was a huge 3rd and 3, man. And he could have got them last couple of yards. He slid and gave himself up to Overshown. I don't know if he was scared of Overshown's, you know, because Overshown was tracking him down the whole game. Overshown was fast, but it looked like he could have made an effort to get more yards out of that. And he slid down, man. And you heard some boo birds for real, then, man. You heard some real angry Philly fans. Yes. It's just like, man, they start calling him Sayshawn.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Man, how times can change from a year to now. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man. I don't know. Is it the Madden cover? Like, what is it, Keith?
I mean, I've read some things like when you lead the league in touches, it's harder to come back that next year and have the same productivity. It's kind of the same narrative that be out there with Christian McCaffrey. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt. Ball so much. You know what I'm saying? That like the 23 year when Christian McCaffrey was Offensive Player of the Year. Then look what happened last year. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's almost like you need a year off in between or whatever. I don't know.
Nah, man, absolutely. I mean, it's I don't know. It's a crazy slide. I mean, you're not expecting him to do what he did last year. You know what I'm saying? That was like, you know, almost an anomaly. You know what I mean? It's only happened a few other times in NFL history, but you would still expect him to be competitive and solid. But there are a lot of running backs that are better than Saquon this year. A lot. You know, I didn't look at his ranking, but I know it's not top 10, it's not top 15, not top 20. He's averaging like 2 yards a carry or something crazy like that.
That's because even McCaffrey is averaging like 3.6 yards a carry, but he's doing so much out of the backfield receiving that it's kind of making up for it. But I don't know if Philly's not creative enough on offense.
Is it all
dominating the start? Did you really dominate? I know you went up 21-0, but from watching the game, I'm a neutral fan. You see what's behind me. Bang, bang, Niner game. I was like, Dallas is not out of this game. I just didn't feel like – then when they got a couple of stops and Philly, like you said, Philly couldn't score any more points. And then Dallas got that touchdown going into the halftime. I was like, oh, our bets are off. And to your point, I said if Philly doesn't put up points on that first drive, because I think even if they got a field goal, it would have been a lot more difficult. You know, that'll made it, a 3-score game, 24-7. But they didn't. And then y'all scored. And I ain't going to lie, I'm a Cowboy hater, but when that boy Dak flipped into the end zone, I was like, I know them boys are hype.
Oh, boy. Man, bro, you couldn't – the noise meter was at 1,000 in there, man. Oh, man, everybody went crazy for it. I mean, and it was a huge night for Dak, too, because, you know, he became Dallas's all-time leading passer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was crazy because he became the all-time leading passer in the first half, and nobody really celebrated like that. Everybody was just annoyed at the game, and it was like, man, congratulations to Dak Prescott for becoming the all-time passing Tony Romo for the all-time leading passer. Everybody was like, yeah, whatever. Wait in the tower. But then everybody was looking at that score like, man, all right, now go out there and win the game. But for him to cap off an historic night like that, and then, to be out there looking legendary in the process, and capping it off with that dive into the end zone, right. It was a great night for Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? So it was super dope being able to be there to be a part of that. I know Portia feels differently.
I'm sure she does. Because I feel like that loss could have knocked you guys all the way out of playoff contention.
Absolutely.
And so they kind of gave y'all life. And then a win like that gives the whole organization life. You know what I mean? Like, that's almost like 2 wins. Maybe not in the win column, but like, I really think that Dallas is going to go play well against Kansas City tomorrow.
I think we gotta, and we're gonna get into that matchup in a second, but I really think, that game, the fashion in which it was won, because the Chiefs won in a similar fashion, coming back from behind on the Colts. And then with both teams having the same record, essentially, Chiefs 6-5, Cowboys 5-1, and then they both have the same story right now in terms of like playoff contention. I think if I'm not, I didn't look at, are the Chiefs 10th in the AFC as well? I think they're in the same spot in their conferences. I know the Cowboys in the 10th spot in the NFC right now, but it's that's Barkley's stats right there. Yeah, I mean so he has it's 3.7 per. Still below his average, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, a mediocre season at that. That's almost like a second string running back type numbers. A change of pace back. But yeah, man, you look at it, man, it sets up for a great matchup, man, on Thanksgiving, man. I think people feel like this is going to be a record-setting game, especially for Thanksgiving, but I mean, they think it's probably going to be the most watched regular season game of all time, because you got the magnitude of the game, and then of course the two parties involved, you know what I mean, the Chiefs fighting for their playoff lives. That's an intriguing story. And then the Cowboys are always a story, So I think this is going to be a spectacular matchup, man. What do you think, Keith? What do you think about the narrative and the matchup on the field?
I actually like Dallas this weekend. I mean, tomorrow. I'm sorry, Thanksgiving game. I think both teams are playing for their playoff lives. I like Dallas' explosiveness on offense a little bit more than Kansas City. And I really think Dak is playing well. And to have Pickens and Lamb going up against that defense, we're going to see. And then Dallas looks like they have new life on defense since the Quinnen Williams trade.
I didn't even get to that. Yeah, absolutely.
So I just, as a Niner fan, I really hope Dallas doesn't get in, because with how they've been looking, to me, they might be the Rams' best matchup if they were able to get in. If they had this team that they have right now from the beginning of the year, I think they'd be like 8-3, whatever. I think they would be up there with Philly leading the NFC East. I'm glad y'all didn't. I mean, I don't want good things to happen to y'all. But everything, like we've talked about this off camera, everything I've said about Dallas has come to fruition. Where's the lie? If y'all go back and watch some of my predictions.
You said everything that happened to Dallas? Which part?
Well, the first part was I called Micah Parsons' trade a smart move from the beginning. And I said I didn't like the trade. You remember why I said I didn't like the trade?
Yeah, you didn't like it because it was, you thought it was smart, and you didn't want Dallas to do anything positive that was smart.
That's correct. And so I was like, then you traded for Quinnen Williams, who I think is an upgrade over Micah. Maybe
Yep.
in a different job on the defensive line, but I think what he brings to a team to solidify the inside of that defensive line, and he's a player that's able to get pressure. It changed the whole complexity. Then y'all got like guys that come back healthy. What's the guy with the funny name?
Overshown.
Odigizua.
Odigizua. Yeah.
Overshown. Like y'all got guys coming back, and it's like, damn, if they had them at the beginning of the year, it'd be a problem. Next year, it could be problems. But
well, the point was made, and during the Raiders game, it's like, yo, why does this defense just look rejuvenated? All right, it says one, yeah, it was the Raiders, but I mean, when you got 6 or 7 different guys on defense than you've seen previously, that's a whole new defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And how smart does Jerry look today? Because he flipped that Michael Parsons trade into Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, and an additional first-round pick. You know what I mean? So that, I mean, you look, and he was smart enough. He was smart in trading the 2027 first-round pick instead of the 2026, because the 2026 first round, the 2026 is going to be it's going to be QB hunting. You know what I'm saying? So the defenders, there's a high quality, or plethora of defenders, edge rushers, you know what I'm saying, corners alike in the 2026 draft. So they should be. He can probably trade back in the first round and get some capital and still be able to recruit some talented players. So, I mean, you got to tip the hat off to him. But yeah, that defense is completely different, man. Quinnen Williams is impacting everything, like everything around him. Everybody, he draws a double team. You have to double team Quinnen Williams.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to double
He's
team
like,
him.
I call him Baby Myles Garrett.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big baby, but yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of the pressure, that Myles Garrett is just different.
On Instagram, Alberta says Dallas by 7.
Dallas by 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
And he said he's a Skins fan.
Says he's a Skins fan.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's my dude from high school. What up, Lamar?
Yeah, I'm sorry. They had high expectations this year, man. It's they'll be back. I don't know, man. I want to say they'll be back next year, man, but they got some aging players and stuff they got to address. It's not just about the quarterback, but yeah, no, it's that defense is definitely. Logan Wilson has been great on playing the mic. They got him out there at the mic already. I was surprised. I'm like, man, he just got on the team and he out there calling plays. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's a Super Bowl caliber linebacker who, fell out of favor in Cincinnati, and so you got all these moving parts. Savon Revel is out there at corner now, he's been like a Jalen Ramsey comp coming out of college. So, you got all of these factors, man. So it's a different defense, man. And then on offense, and I want to get to this because you brought this up, when we were off the show, Keith, and I told you I had my opinion on it, man. What was that you asked me, Keith? You remember?
Earlier today?
About the wide receivers.
Who is wide receiver 1 for the Dallas Cowboys?
Who is wide receiver 1 for the Dallas Cowboys? And that's a great question. It's a fair question, man. Right now, at this very moment, I mean, you got to give it to George Pickens, man. You have to give it to him. I mean, I think he is showing you that, he is showing you that he wants it. You know what I mean? And he's showing you his talent. The fact that Randy Moss gave him that compliment saying, yo, he's the closest thing to himself that he's seen. That's not something to be taken lightly. But I will say this, man. For those people want to throw CeeDee Lamb, under the bus saying he's a wide receiver 2 now. Let me tell you this. George Pickens benefits a lot from CeeDee Lamb being out there.
Right.
CeeDee Lamb draws double teams. You know what I'm saying? Now, did that have anything to do with CeeDee Lamb dropping the damn ball so many times in the game Sunday? No, that was him. He had the dropsies. You know what I'm saying? So that was on him. He had a bad game.
It looked really piss poor on CD when he dropped that touchdown pass. Like he was blaming Dak. It seemed like, not like my bad, bro. It hit you in the hands. You got to catch that. You're
absolutely, man.
Professional receiver. Almost cost y'all the game.
Oh, most definitely, man. That was huge. That was massive. I mean, he had some massive drops. He had a big catch too down the field, man, for like about 48 yards. He drew a penalty on the call too. But yeah, right. he had a horrible game, man. I mean, and look, a bad game. I don't think some people are trying to say he's having a bad season. He hasn't had a bad season. That was a bad game.
I'm gonna tell you why.
What's up?
Who leads the league in drops?
I think he does now after that game.
He does.
It all came from that one game.
It's a bad year because I guess most times a really good player is going to lead this league in drops because they're getting so many.
Terrell Owens has led the league in drops several times.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, but no, GP deserves that credit right now. I don't think it should be like a deterrence or
receiver. Like, I think he's saying the one receiver that is not dropping passes in the end zone.
No, absolutely. Right now, man, I agree with that. I have no issue with people saying GP is the number one receiver because he is. He's playing like it. He should be the number one option right now until CD gets his act together. But when people say things like, I don't like hearing stuff like, oh man, maybe they need to sign GP and trade CeeDee Lamb. When I start hearing crazy, asinine comments like that, I'm like, now don't get it twisted. They benefit off of each other, Now I think, GP might be the one drawing more double teams now. And they be like, nah, you're not going to beat us with GP. We're going to force you to throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb.
Right.
As crazy as that sounds, or as crazy as it would have sounded, weeks ago or last year.
I mean, I think GP benefits from the whole situation. Finally having a quarterback that could get him the ball. I kept hearing how talented he was at Pittsburgh, but I didn't really know he could get busy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he getting busy. And they kept saying it, but also he kept getting in trouble and probably not showing up to meetings, whatever. And so, we're going to see if CD is still one. My man, Jason Rao. What up, Rao? So I guess Pickens has 8 touchdowns, 322 yak. Also, those numbers are a little bit deceiving because CD
got
how many
injured.
Games did CD miss? He
missed 3.5.
Oh, 3.5.
Yeah. 3.5.
He's saying the same thing you said.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's you can't. Nobody has to. Who you gonna lock in on? You know what I mean? You double team one, you got to deal with the other. See, I mean, and look, man, that was an anomaly, man. CD don't be dropping passes like that. That's not a norm for him. You know what I mean? More recently, it's been a norm playing against the Eagles for some reason. And I don't think he really didn't drop a lot of passes the first time they played the Eagles. He just dropped a couple of, huge passes that could have won the game. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about the Eagles this season, but he hasn't been, coming through in the clutch. Right. But he acknowledged it. I saw him after the game. He took accountability for it, man. They were talking to him. They were asking him, what he need to do different or whatever. It was like, man, I need to catch the effing ball. You know what I mean? He's like, I just need to catch the effing ball. He's like, man, don't worry about it. I'll be back. So I think first pass play of the game is going to him, when they play against the Chiefs. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Jalen Hurts, what he does with A.J. Brown. It's like, man, all right, let's go ahead and get this out the way.
Right.
But, yeah, man. Yo, KY, what up, man? He said GP is trying to get paid. Yep, I know he is, man.
For sure he is. Who
Yeah,
isn't? That's the
absolutely.
name of the game.
He said the Steelers didn't run a middle school offense, then he would still be there. You can tell when a fan of the team is talking about their team and frustrated about them, can't you?
Right.
I'm telling you, man.
Let me ask: Do we like Pickens or DK Metcalf better?
Man, who's throwing the ball? You know what's crazy? Do you think GP would have had the same season with Aaron Rodgers that he's having in Dallas? Because this would have been his first season either way with a decent quarterback. But do you think the Aaron Rodgers of this year would have produced the same results that he's getting in Dallas?
He said DK is a victim of the same middle school offense.
So it's the offense.
Let's poll. Definitely have. We'll get to that.
Oh, I saw that. I saw the cap. I was doing research recently on the cap space situation. I do see that the 49ers have made room, and y'all are about to, be done with a absent receiver come to the end of the season anyway. But
hey, cousin Robin, it's not over your head. We're just talking football. Stay here and learn.
But look, man, look, we all for the learning, man. You know what I'm saying? No, we just talking football, man. We're not rocket scientists or nothing like that. But still, but yeah, no, it's interesting, man. But no, GP's definitely established himself and showed the world that he is worth whatever money he demands in the offseason. Dallas has the option to franchise tag him until they negotiate. It depends on how happy he is in Dallas. It seems like he's happy in Dallas, like he enjoys being there, but when those zeros, you got those zeros in front of you. My concern with him staying in Dallas is the fact that he has the same agent as Micah Parsons. So
I heard.
Yeah, so that's where it's gonna get a little interesting. So because when people ask him about it, he said, "Man, I love being here. I love playing here, but I'm leaving all that to my agent, and we'll get to that when we get to it." That's always like his answer. He says something of that to that nature. So he already knows the deal. He's like, "Man, I'll let my agent handle that." And
right.
And this the same agent that Jerry, tried to make backdoor deals on with Micah.
I think their situation is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think they have more of a need for George Pickens than they do for Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
in my opinion. To have somebody at that level opposite CD puts you at one of the top 3 wide receiving cores in the league. I think they're just as good as A.J. Brown and Devontae, because I do think Dak is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. Maybe that's a hot take, but hey, that's my opinion.
Well, you said you think who's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts?
Dak Prescott.
Oh, okay. I just want you to say it again. I heard you the first time. Nah, but if you go talent for talent, you can. But I mean, Jalen knows how to win, man. I get props what props is due. He wins. You know what I'm saying? Man got a Super Bowl MVP. Man got more playoff wins in one season than Dak does for his career. I'm not afraid to point that out. But yeah, I think Dallas will make it happen, man. To keep GP, they're gonna, people are gonna, they're gonna be some adjustments made, some salary adjustments, but I think, we have cap space. It's just a matter of that they want to use it on, on him. But I think he's worth it to me.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, man. Michael didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey. We got, the Eagles fans ain't gonna want to hear that, but right now, I think you got a lot of frustrated Eagles fans because they.
What's the hand gesture they do with clock it?
You said what's the hand gesture? I don't know. I'm old.
When they say clock it, I gotta
Oh,
look it
oh. Okay. But
that means she's serious.
absolutely. Yep. Hold up. It's there. Hold on. Is it there?
Oh, there it is.
But yeah. But no, the Eagles fans, man. What about I want to look at the Eagles side of this right quick before we move on. What like is AJ right? Are you know what I mean? Are they proving him right now? Somebody got in the comments earlier with I know Damo got in the comments earlier was talking about the offense, man, how that offense that offensive coordinator is running is just not doing it. You know, it's not creative. It's boring, and I agree because you look there aren't any creative routes being ran per se. Is mostly they're relying on the receivers just to. I mean, when you see Smitty running down the field, he's just really good at tracking the ball. You know what I'm saying? But what do you say? I'd lean Dak just a little bit, mainly because we took. They do look alike, but he has the better arm and isn't afraid to take a shot.
So he's light bright too.
He said talking about all time of this season. Is he talking about we still talking about the quarterback comp?
Yeah, he's talking about the quarterback comp. I had to go Jalen because he's accomplished more, but I just like Dak's attributes as a quarterback. But to that point, coming through in the clutch is big for quarterbacks. Like, and Jalen has played bigger and bigger spots. But if I just had a team and I got two good receivers, if I'm AJ Brown, I'd rather play with Dak. You know what I'm saying? Jalen, they're not going to air that thing out like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to go for right now in a vacuum this season. Dak is better.
It's just, are you going to trade, the intangibles and the quarterbacking skill set for what Jalen brings to that particular team?
How about this? From September to December, we're going to go Dak. December and January, give me Jalen Hurts.
Well, that's a compromise. We'll take that. We'll take that, man. Because I will say, hold on, I want to pull this comment up. Said Jalen is underappreciated for someone to have a new offensive coordinator every year. He hasn't had a lot of continuity with one offensive scheme, and to go to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years, debatable. I agree with that. Keith, remember probably like the first episode we did this year, one thing that I talked about was I didn't like the disrespect for Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? That he was being given by those who were ranking QBs and stuff at the beginning of the season. Like, I'm like, man, the last time we saw this guy playing, he was becoming the Super Bowl MVP.
Right.
I'm like, so why does
because you were upset that Justin Herbert was rated higher than Dak.
Sorry. Yeah, he shouldn't be. Look, people think.
I mean, not Dak, then Jalen Hurts.
People think I'm a Justin Herbert hater, man. But I know he's talented, man. I just don't. He's done nothing to me. Like what? He's a better Trevor Lawrence to me. I mean, I don't. You know what I'm saying? He's a more talented Trevor Lawrence to me. I can't. Right. I need to see him do something. He needs to make some kind of run in the playoffs or something. Impress me, at the end of the season. I don't think he warrants the respect that he gets. But especially over Jalen Hurts, who was just won a Super Bowl MVP. You know what I mean? Who just outplayed Patrick Mahomes for the second time in the Super Bowl. A guy that we say is the best or potentially the best of all time.
Yeah, there's no debating who's the better pure passer.
No doubt.
Herbert is mid.
Yes.
Here's the problem with Herbert. He'll show you something, and then he'll lay a complete egg. Like, he's just hard to get a read on. And to that point, I guess that's the definition of mid.
Yeah. It's like he's not terrible or anything. I mean, I think he's talented. He can play the quarterback position. He all right.
Man said lower than mid.
This is like he all right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Joe Stixley returns tomorrow.
Oh,
hey,
Joe
I
Burrow.
hope he keeps getting. Look, if you're asking me as a Niner fan, my dream scenario is that they get tired of paying him to be injured, and he hits the trading blocks.
Y'all, you want Joe Burrow?
I absolutely want Joe Burrow.
Everybody wants Joe Burrow, Keith. Everybody wants Joe. I feel so bad for Joe, man, being out there with no protection, man. It's dangerous in these streets. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, I saw Joe Flacco ball out with that offense.
That's right.
So I know Joe can, but you got to keep him on the field. Hey, KY would love for him to be out of the AFC.
Right.
You want him out of the AFC North as well, I would
That's
imagine.
right.
More than anything. But yeah, it's I don't know if it's too little too late, but I mean that AFC North is up for grabs for those three teams more than, I mean, the Ravens are ascending, but they still don't look like they're not a Super Bowl team.
No.
You know what I mean? Us not picking up Derrick Henry and paying him all of a sudden doesn't look as bad as it did initially.
Exactly.
You know, so, you know, hindsight. Herbert loses the games he's supposed to win. Yeah, I mean, I'm just, like I said, I'm not gonna pile on, you know, Justin Herbert, man, because I'm not a hater, man. I'm a fan of the game, but I'm gonna call it like I see it. Like,
right. What has he done?
Nothing.
He's just to me, he's a better version of Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Without the high, I don't know. I ain't gonna
exactly
lie.
What I said earlier. Yeah, I mean it's that when I watch him play, I think about those two, you know, the same. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, hopefully Harbaugh will develop him. I mean, I don't know. At first I thought that, you know, coming into the season, I'm like, all right, this will be a good look. Right. But imagine if Justin Herbert played with Kyle. Imagine he played for y'all.
It would be different.
Now that would be interesting. Let Kyle Shanahan get a hold.
Kyle gets a first round quarterback. This is what I was comparing. In a vacuum, I think Kyle is just as good or better than McVay. But the only thing McVay has had at quarterback is number one picks. The only quarterbacks he's coached is Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford. I would like to see Kyle with that caliber of quarterback.
Oh, man.
I'm sure the league wouldn't like it. You said what? I saw your face scrunch. You wouldn't like that?
No, we don't need that. Now Matthew Stafford, bro, you know I'm high on Matthew Stafford. Me and you called Keith. We called this early. We were talking. We were high on Matthew Stafford. We was like, yo, he the best quarterback in the NFC. Period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, here he is looking like the best in the NFL right now. He's playing like the best in the NFL. Probably the leading candidate. Is he leading MVP candidate right now? Did he move past Drake May?
Yeah, he's better. He's having a better year than Drake May.
Man, balling out his mind. One of the oldest guys in the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
The problem with him being with Harbaugh is he's with Greg Roman right now. And I don't think you grow as a quarterback in that offense.
Yeah. You talking about Justin Herbert?
Yeah. My man said Myles Garrett for MVP. We said Matt Stafford was the best quarterback in the NFC preseason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Preseason.
Baker, also number one pick, right? I only think he had Baker for one game in LA. Remember, he got cut by the Panthers and played like the last game of the year. I
He
don't.
got
Maybe
right.
I'm wrong. Did he play
He
6
played
games?
more. I think he played more than one. It's one that we remember specifically because he had just gotten traded to them, and he was learning the playbook on the
He didn't
plane,
get traded.
or they released him and they signed him. Yeah, so he was on the plane learning the playbook on his way to the game,
He said he
and went
played
in
like 3 or
there
4.
and won the game.
But either way, that's still a number 1 pick. So your 3 quarterbacks: McVay, Goff, Stafford, Baker Mayfield. Could you imagine what Baker Mayfield would do with Kyle?
Look, I mean, look what he's doing now. Who's the offensive coordinator in Tampa Bay right now?
I don't know, because the Panthers coach was there before he got hired to Carolina. Jonathan Taylor, I ain't mad at that. That it's gonna go to a quarterback, but I'm not mad at Jonathan Taylor getting MVP. I thought 2 years ago when we went to the Super Bowl that Christian McCaffrey was MVP that year. But what they're gonna do is give the MVP to the quarterback and give Offensive Player of the Year to Jonathan Taylor. That's what I think they're gonna do.
Yep. No, I forgot who said that. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago on the show, but like somebody had suggested that they just give a separate award, just have a quarterback MVP, and then give the MVP, overall MVP, to somebody else.
Right.
But
yeah, I hate they do it that way too, but that's just my prediction. But I think, for example, like McCaffrey has Purdy. I think Daniel Jones is not the quarterback that Jonathan Taylor is as a running back. So that team to me is more, their success is more because of Jonathan Taylor. Just like with the Niners a couple years ago.
I mean, yeah, you saw how
I agree.
When you take Jonathan Taylor out the game for the Colts, you got to rely on Danny Dimes.
Right.
You know, those dimes turn into rusty pennies real quick.
Real quick.
So, yeah, boy, Danny Dimes, he was starting to look like New York Giants Daniel. You move back to Daniel. Damn, Daniel. But I don't know, man. But hey, let's see. What else we got? So, man, look, speaking of 49ers, man, we doing a lot of 49ers talk, man. Hold on, I'm gonna answer this question right quick though. Let me see. We said, do you think Josh Allen deserved the award over Lamar last season?
I wasn't mad at it. I think it was a toss-up.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest. I think what's around Lamar is better than what's around Josh. I mean, for last year, for a team perspective, you got Henry. Now Cook has emerged, but I still like Henry, and I don't know any of the receivers on fucking Buffalo.
Shakir, yeah.
I mean, he got Lamar got 2 tight ends that any teams would love to have in Lively and Andrews. Then you got Derrick Henry out the backfield, huh?
I think it's Likely, right?
Yeah, Likely or Lively, Likely.
Likely, yep.
And so for that, I'm a person like, if you do the same or more with less, then I'm gonna give the bump. So I was okay with Josh Allen winning MVP. What about you?
Yeah, no, I agree with that, man. I think last year specifically, definitely. I mean, I think Lamar deserved it when he won it, both times. But yeah, Josh Allen, man, I mean, the way he was balling, and like you said, you did more with less. I mean, Lamar's receiving core in, they're not world beaters either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say Josh Allen was definitely doing more with less. I remember he had Amari Cooper on the team, and Amari Cooper was like, he would have games where he didn't get a reception, a target, or anything. You didn't even know he was on the team. Like, did you know Amari Cooper played for the Bills last year?
But he retired in the middle of the season, didn't
He just retired this year.
he? I did know because I feel like they tried to pick him up after they got rid of Diggs.
Yeah, yes, he played. They signed him. He played with them. He was on the team when they were in the playoffs. He was just a non-factor. But yeah, he retired out of like training camp or like first week of practice or something this year. He got signed and then retired. I think I can't remember who it was. It might have been Raiders or somebody. But anyway. But yeah, no, I think Josh Allen deserved that. But yo, so what's that? Not wishing what Rodgers hurt. Rudolph start and Miles need 3 sacks for 30. Are we throwing salt in old wounds here? The Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph feud reignited. Somebody's helmet gonna get ripped off. What's good? What we got going on? But no, Keith, I wanted to ask you, man, because we were talking about the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan. Hey, man, are the 49ers being slept on, Keith? Because it seems like y'all been winning, sort of. What's up, Keith? What are your thoughts on your 49ers, man? Because they still got a good record. They look like a playoff team.
I say yes and no. If you're saying as a top flight contender, I feel like people have us where we are, borderline playoff team. Nobody's picking us to win the NFC, but I don't think anybody's like. Do I think people should watch out for us? Obviously, I think we have a top 5 coaching duo in the league in Salah and Shanahan. So any game they come into, they can be game to. I don't ever really. I'm not gonna say people don't make bad play calls, but schematically, I don't really question what my team is doing. I think if we give up a lot of yards or things happen on defense, it's more about personnel. I was listening to Michael Irvin earlier today, Cowboy legend, and he was saying watching the 49ers hold Rico Dowdle to 30 yards with backups on top of backups, with no Fred Warner, no Bosa, pissed him off even more. Because he said, we didn't have a mass unit. How we give up 200 yards to Rico Dowdle? And I was like, for one against us, they just seemed like they didn't want to run. I was like, what are they doing? You got the ball down there on the run. That's what I'm like, yo, did Vegas call in and tell Canales not to run the ball? But I don't know.
Their best series where they got that one touchdown, they kept throwing the ball to Chubba Hubbard. Is that his name? Chubba Hubbard, whatever.
Hubbard.
Yeah, they kept throwing the ball to him in the flat, all the way down the field. It was just short passes to Chubba Hubbard all the way down the field until they got into the red zone. Now that was their best offense in the entire game, and then they kicked the field goal, and a penalty was called because somebody ran into the snapper, and then they decide they want to go for a 2-point conversion because the Panthers are good at that. And
I was like, this is a malpractice right here. Yeah. You take the points and you're down 1. When they took the points and stayed down 8, I was like, that's a 2-score. Because to your point, they're like 1 for 6 or something on 2-point conversions this year. So
exactly,
I'm like, that's a 2-score game. You know what I mean? So the Panthers are a weird team because they'll beat teams they're not supposed to beat, and then like Green Bay. But if Carolina can go beat Green Bay, why aren't we in Green Bay's level?
Y'all can beat Green Bay.
It's just hard because we lost Gross Matos, Bosa, our first round pick, Mikael Williams, and Fred Warner.
Yep.
I'm sitting there watching like, yo, the best linebacker in football is sitting up in the damn media stand, and y'all don't want to run the ball?
I mean, to be fair, man, that guy y'all got replacing Warner isn't bad.
He was out.
Oh, he was out too?
Yes.
Jesus. man, man,
Tatum Bethune is Fred Warner's backup. He was out too.
And the worst part of San Francisco is, what y'all's weakness is?
What?
Your training staff. That's what the weakness is. Training staff. Fire the entire training staff, bro. Like, how do y'all have that many injuries? I'm astonished at how banged up and injured y'all been all season, and y'all still managed to win games. Swift guy, I predicted the Cowboys and Buffalo in the Super Bowl in the beginning of the season. I think because of 1993 Super Bowl.
Crazy. Who did you have winning?
I mean, if history is repeating itself, I certainly hope it wasn't the Buffalo Bills. But
he said that's true every year. We do. I mean,
yeah, man, it's like what?
But Al, you're a Panthers fan. Why weren't y'all running the ball the other night against our because we've put on film that we can't stop the run like that since we lost to all these guys to injury. And so maybe because they were, but you weren't behind a lot. You weren't behind enough not to run the ball.
They abandoned the run way too soon. They abandoned the run in like the beginning of the third quarter. I didn't understand that at all. Like, come on, man, you got two legit running backs against a compromised, run defense. You got to take advantage of that. But I don't know, man. I mean, maybe they wanted Bryce Young to be the hero. Speaking of which, man, what was up with the quarterback in the quarterback play in that game was very weird to me.
Weird is a good word to describe it.
I'm watching, like, I sent you the shortly after the game, I sent you the Spider-Man emoji where the two Spider-Mans were pointing at each other.
Yes.
And I sent Bryce Young and Brock Purdy.
It's like,
they were both playing.
I'm gonna play worse. I'm gonna play worse.
I'm like, yo, what am I watching right now, man? This is trash.
Here's the thing. When I'm watching the game, when Brock threw those passes up, I was like, pick. Because they look like you do not have the arm strength to make those passes.
Mm-mm.
And so it's like, come on, dude. Like, and then check downs and everything is wide open. I saw Kittle, McCaffrey. I saw guys open. And he's always trying to make the big play, which I'm not mad at that. But some plays you got to play within yourself. And I know, like at Iowa State, he had to carry the team, so he had to do some craziness.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, but you know what's good about Purdy's contract?
You can void it. Is it you can get out of it
after next year? We can. It's really only guaranteed through next year,
right?
Like you see all those fancy numbers, 4 years, 250, whatever. And I really think that next year will be his last year as a starter.
Yeah, it should be this year, man. You know who I want in there, Keith.
Mac Jones.
Who? Y'all better put my dog back in there, man. Look, hey, man, Mac Jones is a better pairing with Kyle Shanahan. I think he can lead y'all to the promised land, Keith, with everybody healthy. That's all you need. You need Mac Jones, man. You know what I'm saying? Mac Jones, he could be a superstar in the Kyle, man. Look, he'll get endorsements. Imagine Mac Jones in a Gatorade commercial, man. And then we bring Mike Jones out of retirement, and Mike Jones can do the music for the commercial. And everybody's like, who? Mac Jones. You know what I'm saying? And, Mac Jones could be a superstar, Keith, for y'all. Kyle Shanahan always wanted him. Hey.
I ain't mad at it. Look, Mac has a better arm than Brock. Mac just takes what's there, and that Rams defense is legit, and he carved it up 2 times. And he played without Kittle and a bunch of people that were hurt. You might not be wrong. If he plays bad the rest of the year, I think there will be, because we have Mac under contract next year too.
Oh, y'all do? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mac, man, look, was Mac was he with y'all in training camp?
Yeah, they signed him in the offseason.
Okay. Nah, I mean, I think y'all are obligated. There's an obligation to Brock Purdy because of that contract. That's just how it goes with ownership, right? You know what I'm saying? You gotta. You know, and then and of course, if you have that kind of contract, more oftentimes than not, you're not going to lose your position to an injury if you have a contract like that. You know, he
My
comes
dad
back
commented on Instagram, the Panthers are the worst 6-6 team in history. I'm a fan. They're extremely unpredictable.
Yeah, they seem like sometimes they look like they can beat anybody, or I don't know about anybody. That's a stretch, but they're very competitive. You know what I mean? They can hang. You know, but then other times you're like, man, it's the same old Panthers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we pound them and we ain't going nowhere. Just keep pounding. But yeah, no, I agree, man. It's just like you don't know what you're gonna get with them. You know, 6-6. I mean, that's what it is. But you know, I think I mean, I need them to keep losing, you know what I mean? Because they got a victory over us. They on a tiebreaker over us. So
yeah.
That's
a good thing. Who do y'all have the tiebreaker over?
Who do we have it over? Well, the thing is, we haven't played a lot of the teams that are over us. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, we would have it. I mean, anybody relevant. I mean,
obviously Green Bay tie, whatever.
Right. Is all I know. One thing I can tell you about Dallas, based on their remaining schedule, people talking about this Chiefs game. If I had to choose between the next two games, because we got the Lions next week, if I had to drop one and win one, I would rather drop the Chiefs game tomorrow and win the Lions game.
Right.
Obviously. You know what I mean? Because you lose the Chiefs game, you don't want to lose, but
it's
I mean,
still an AFC team.
Yeah, exactly. You don't see only other AFC team we got on the schedule are the Chargers. But other than everything else is NFC. It's the Lions, it's the Vikings, it's the Washington and New York.
They calling them that in San Francisco circles. Brock Garoppolo.
Yeah, you said they ran the Jimmy G playbook the other night, right?
Half. No throws down the field in the second half.
Insane.
Bootlegs.
Unacceptable.
Screens. I like how Kyle tried to defend Brock. The throws weren't bad. He just threw it to the wrong spot. And I'm like, nah, I know Kyle.
His throws weren't bad. He just threw it to the wrong place. What the hell?
I was like, nah, I've been watching him too much.
Yeah, his throws weren't bad. He just threw it to the wrong team. It's okay. You know? Hey, but look, man, Brock Purdy.
We got to talk about the other part of that game. So,
do we get a video? Do we get a clip?
Yeah, we get a clip. I don't know what's going on. So it's Trayvon Moehrig. Trayvon Moehrig for the Carolina Panthers. I don't know if y'all familiar with this play.
Can we get a full screen?
Jawan Jennings got
former Carolina Panther in his first game. Let's take a look.
Oh, he clobbered it. Man, ouch.
And that was a cast.
Yeah, I saw that. He had the.
In his first game.
Oh man. He hit him. He got that John Pierre Paul cast on and hit him. Wow, man.
So what are y'all thoughts on he got suspended one game. So Mob, what is your thoughts on him getting suspended? Should Jawan Jennings have gotten suspended as well for retaliating? Or
no.
Is that enough?
No.
What is going on with all this disrespect after games? You got Jamar. Well, the very first game of the season, you had Jalen Carter spit on Dak.
Yeah,
right.
They embraced each other after the game on Sunday. But yeah, he was trying to say that because Dak spit on the ground in front of him. I think he was he said that he didn't intend to spit on Dak. He said that he was trying to do kind of like spit on the ground at him, and then it just came out and hit him. But I mean, I don't know. But Jamar Chase also said he didn't spit at all. It's like, bro, I'm sitting here watching the clip of him talk about he didn't spit at all, and they got it in split screen, plain as day, of him spitting. But
hey, this is love though. You get all 3 of the games tomorrow really matter.
oh yeah, man. When you talk, this might be one of the best Thanksgiving lineups we've had in years, man. Like you got something to watch, and you got games to watch that matter.
You know what? Daggone it. The NFL is better when the Lions are good. Because you used to have to skip a Thanksgiving game for 25 years. Like, damn, I used to ask my dad, why do the Lions get a Thanksgiving game?
That early game, and they get that ugly ass little turkey to whoever win. Yeah. It's like nobody's watching this. And it's always somebody who
earlier about how you get so many touches that next year it's like it weighs on you and leans on you. And CMC and Saquon are not getting any younger as well.
But I said the difference between CMC though is usually an injury related thing.
It is.
We don't fully understand what's going on with Saquon. I mean, there are a lot of factors. Don't get me wrong. Their run blocking, that offensive line's run blocking is nothing compared to what it was last year. They're not blocking the run very well this year. But a lot of it is Saquon, man. I sat there and watched that game in person, and I was watching Saquon, man. He didn't have the same burst. He wasn't giving the same effort that you're used to seeing him do. Like, you know, I mean, I know Overshown is good, but I mean, he shouldn't be neutralizing him to that degree. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I saw him appearing to slide down on that 3rd and 3 and give himself up, I'm like, yo, you know, the Eagles fans saw it too. They was like, yo, man. Somebody said, yo, he got bets in Vegas, man. Something going down. They're like, yo, this is suspect now. Because it's just so uncharacteristic, for him, not just coming off of last year, but he wasn't like that in his career in New York.
Right.
So
hey, Mob, those are in here. If you haven't, like and subscribe to the channel. Like we said earlier, we want to thank y'all for getting us to 600. Go ahead, Cromell.
Hey, look, we appreciate y'all, man. Hey, at the end of the day, hey, we're gonna stay consistent. And man, look, y'all checking out, y'all are tuned in to the Unbeaten, with Keith and Bernie, man. Powered by StreamYard, man. Shout out Lev Media Group on the production too. Hey man, shout out the Mob. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. At the end of the day, there's more us than our too. Load up the clip. But what my man's, I don't know, but a man does not like to get hit in the articles. Nobody wants to get hit there, man. Like, no. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, why you want to hit somebody there? Like, why does another man hitting another man there? We all have an understanding, you know what I mean, of boundaries when it comes to things like that. Even if you don't like somebody, man. Come on, bro. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. Who was the dude? What's the dude's name that did it again?
His name is Trayvon Moehrig.
I had never heard of this guy.
I haven't heard of him, but apparently he's really talented and got like NFC Rookie of the Week, I think, or something like some kind of award. Like he balled in one of those games. I think the game against Green Bay when they won.
Oh, well, good for him. But now he's famous for punching jewels now, bro.
That
like
where do we do that at? Like
no, we don't. We don't. That's some stuff your grandma teach little girl, teach her granddaughter to do if a man mess with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, hit him in the dang. You know what I'm saying? Bro, man, you don't do that, bro, man. That's crazy, bro. In a football game, that's wild, bro.
Okay, but look at CMC this year. Look how many touches he's getting. overloaded, I think is what he wants to say. Do you think it's part of his contract to get him to the Hall of Fame? I don't. A contract can't get you to the Hall of Fame because NFL writers are going to ones they got to vote on that. I don't think it's in his contract, but I just think if you're as talented as Christian McCaffrey, you're going to want him to touch the ball a lot. And outside of that, we have no Ayuk. Most of the year, Kittle's been out. He's the only person that's been healthy the whole year. So I think it would be different if the team was healthy, but he just can do so much in the pass game, and he can run between it. Like he's definitely a top 3 offensive player probably in the league. You know.
And then the irony of the fact that you guys are so injury prone as a team this year, and the one most injury prone player on your team is the only one that's been staying healthy. Isn't that something?
Yeah, he's been healthy pretty much since he's been a Niner, except last year.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's usually you associate it. They're running jokes about, not making fun of him being his actual injury in his career. But, I think it's mostly fantasy football related,
Right.
So, Big Dog, what's good, man? Smoke Dizzle. But, yeah, man, Big Rock got on up with us last week, man. We had a great show. I mean, 2 weeks. Was it? Has it been 2 weeks now? 3 weeks? 3 weeks. Yeah, man. But, we had a great show, man. Good times. Good times. You got to come back and see us, man. Come hang out with us again.
For sure.
But yeah, no, it's interesting, man. So what? Who are the top? So the Super Bowl favorites right now in each conference, right? So I'm seeing a lot of Rams talk, of course, in the NFC. That's not surprising. They deserve to be in that conversation. But in the AFC, hey, you got Mike Vrabel is doing some things over there in New England. He got them feeling real good. He got them feeling real familiar over there, like like it's going back. Like they're saying things.
I said when Tennessee got rid of Vrabel that they would regret that. And
they've sucked ever since he left.
I think he's a phenomenal coach, and if they don't win the Super Bowl, I think they're going to be in the hunt because Drake May is looking like a legit quarterback. So they're going to be a problem in the AFC.
He most certainly is legit, man. Very impressive. Out of Carolina, who would have thought? Did we think that he would be the best out of that class?
I'm not surprised. I've always seen people talk highly of him when they talk like Saban, like people. Obviously, he was a high draft pick for a reason. Comes from an athletic family, right? Luke May is his brother.
Yep.
Chapel Hill boy. So yeah, I'm not surprised. If he's gonna play well, and I just know he's gonna be in the right situation because I really have a lot of respect for Mike Vrabel as a head coach.
Yep. Nah, for sure. I think you got a situation, you got a matchup that's the AFC is going to be interesting. I think if the Chiefs don't make the playoffs, then it's kind of up for the taking, right? I mean, pick your
That's
poison.
why this year is so important for damn near every team.
Absolutely.
There is no juggernaut. Now, the Rams are starting to look like a juggernaut.
They are.
So I'm not going to hold you with that. But, any given Sunday is one team. But then the AFC, there is nobody. Josh Allen, this is your year to get to the Super Bowl. Lamar, this is your year to get to the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow, this is your year to get to the Super Bowl. At least Joe Burrow's been. But this would be a wasted year. It's almost like those 2 years that MJ retired from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, who's going to win a championship those
Nobody
years?
took advantage but Hakeem, but the Dream.
And
the
so
Dream took advantage.
Or the years that Brady didn't go. And you're like, this is our year. Brady tore his ACL or Brady get knocked out early. Like, it's everybody's year. That's why I'm frustrated as a Niner fan because I think if we had Bosa, Fred Warner, and the guys, like all our guys, I think we are a team. Even we're still 8-4 without those guys. You know what I mean? So, what could we be if we had those guys? I mean, we beat the Rams without Nick Bosa.
Right.
So,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, at least in the COVID year, I knew we weren't a playoff team.
Nah, it is. I mean, it's hold on. What did he say? I missed it. Okay.
This is why we need a Cowboys win over KC. It's for the good of the league.
For the good of the league. Yeah, that's an interesting dynamic of that game as well. You know, you got a lot of people who hate the Cowboys. You either love the Cowboys as a fan or you pretty much hate them. But there are a lot of people in the AFC that are going to be rooting for the Cowboys tomorrow, man.
Right.
Because it's like slaying the beast that's blocking, everyone's success over there, man, over the years. They're ready to get that out of the way. But when you're talking about these people taking advantage of the time, I don't know. I don't see, to me, Josh Allen and the Bills, they look worse than they've been in previous years. These teams.
That's because they are. At least in past years, they had Stephon Diggs. You think Kincaid?
Kincaid he didn't play good last year, though. I know for a fact because I had him in fantasy. He was terrible.
Right.
But maybe he was good at blocking, but that doesn't show up on the fantasy football stats. But no, I mean, those teams.
This is why, Rock, this is why we want them knocked out. We don't want them in the playoffs.
Yeah, they want to stop it before it happens, man. It's like
if they get in, their game to go win the whole thing. Throw the record out. Weren't they like 10-6, 10-7 when they beat us 2 years ago?
Yeah,
they didn't have a great record.
But yeah, people want to stop them short before they even get a chance, man. They want them to be going into desperation mode towards the end of the season, which they are. That's a driving motivation for them tomorrow as well.
Yeah, y'all are the new Patriots. That's why we need them knocked out.
I need them gone. But look like the Patriots about to be the new Patriots.
Patriots might come back.
Yeah. I mean, they're clearly, it's supposed to be is Josh Allen's window closing? Like,
I agree. I don't think when you have Josh Allen that the window's ever closed. But this is so look, when we talking about Joe Burrow, I want things to happen like what happened with Matt Stafford. I want an opportunity to come up for us to be able to trade for one of these guys.
Right.
So, and maybe 3 or 4 years, but get a guy when they 32, 33 into their prime. Get him with Kyle and let's see what it do.
No doubt.
Said Josh got to win. Yes, I agree with that, but I don't think he is.
Yeah. I mean, this will be the time. I mean, you can say the same thing about the Ravens. You know what I'm saying?
If the 49ers make it to the Super Diddy's. No Diddy.
I don't know about all that. But I don't know. I mean, you can say the same thing about, the Ravens ascending, they've been ascending since Lamar came back, even though they still don't look great.
What's their record now?
Maybe they get better. I mean, I think they're leading the AFC North now, if I'm not mistaken. They should have passed the Steelers.
I don't think they've passed the Steelers yet.
They haven't passed them yet? You sure?
I don't know. I'm about to look. Yes, they have. They're both 6-5.
They own the tiebreaker, right?
They do own the tiebreaker, I think.
So they're leading the division. Yeah. The Ravens are ascending, man. They're not going to get worse as long as Lamar is there, right?
That's true.
Maybe they have a shot this year, Lamar, the knock on Lamar has been, his playoff success. He hasn't really had any. So maybe this is his year.
I would be happy if Burrow begs for it.
Nah, it's gonna be interesting to see, man, how the AFC especially shakes out. The NFC, like I said, you kind of see the Rams as kind of a juggernaut. I don't think they're unbeatable.
Right.
Y'all beating them. I think with the Rams, you gotta catch them sleeping at the wheel on a couple of drives. They tend to do
Yeah.
that. But but right now, those are the favorites to meet each other in the Super Bowl, the Patriots and the Rams. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But what else we got, Keith, man? Is that about it? What we got?
It's about a wrap, man.
Is it?
Let's do this. Let's go here.
Go for it.
All right.
Oh
Shadeur
yeah.
Sanders.
Almost forgot. Man, how did I forget this?
Can't forget that, bro.
Dude, how did I man? You gotta remind me of these things, Keith. So Shadeur's debut, man. Hey, yo, Mob, jump in the comments. Let us know how you feel about Shadeur's debut.
Yo, we can do that real quick. Damn. I don't like this game for us because this is one of the most physical teams that we play. You know what I mean? And this is our 13th game without a bye. This is our very last game before our bye. I know the boys are beat up. Well, some of them should be fresh because some of them are straight off the street. You know what I'm saying? Straight off practice squads. So if you had to ask me, I would say Jim Schwartz always gives us hell. I want to say 2017 Browns. I'm not going to be a fanatic. And I don't like us playing in Cleveland either. And I think it's supposed to be inclement weather. That doesn't favor us. So,
Do you think y'all have enough of a pass rush to negatively affect Shadeur?
No, we don't have enough pass rush. That's why we got to blitz a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have pass rush.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
do you think he will be impacted by that? I mean, he's never been afraid to stand in there and take and absorb it. He was like that in college.
Well, I think what we're going to see this game is how well he reads the blitz on the NFL level.
Mm-hmm.
I do think what did we think of Shadeur's debut start against the Raiders?
I thought he looked good, man. I thought I thought he played. He looked better than Dylan Gabriel to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna overhype it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But we're all rooting for the guy. Don't you know what I'm saying? You just keep it 100. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not to sound biased, but we're rooting for him. We want to see him succeed. But I thought he had a good game. I mean, I love the play, the scramble downfield for the touch. What was that about?
Right.
What was that, like 48 yards, 56 yards, something like that?
And that pass,
that pass,
down 53 yards.
53. Yeah, that was huge, man. I mean, that looked good. You know what I mean? That got the fan base hype. I think he came away looking good. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what a lot of us were afraid of, is that he's being set up to fail, right? They're like, the game that he went into, having not have ever taken any first team reps. You know what I mean? His lineman, his own center said we didn't know what his cadence was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When he went into that game.
I mean, that's inexcusable though. That's on the coach.
That is. No doubt. But I mean, you hear a lot of when I listen to these guys like Ryan Clark and Cam Newton, what they say about him is it's like, hey, the coach was treating him like a 5th round pick. Like, that's how 5th round picks get treated on the team. You know what I'm saying? So who was that? Oh, that's what's up, Mom?
Hi.
Hi, Mom. How you doing? But Yeah, it just felt like I'm glad that he went out there, even though the Raiders are not formidable this year. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a good team to debut against, and I thought that he held his own.
Right.
I don't know how. I'm very eager to see. It's going up a little bit now. He's going. Actually, I think y'all are a giant leap up from the Raiders, injuries or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Because like I said, schematically, they're going to be ready to deal with. They're going to be prepared. The problem I don't like on our side, why I predicted us to lose, is Jim Schwartz just has Kyle's number for whatever reason. Like Kyle, he has that scheme down. I don't know, like he follows the Shanahan's, but I'm saying every time he plays a Shanahan tree team, he does well. Also, the Browns have good linebackers. And so, like, one of the reasons, like, we always have, like, a Fred Warner or somebody that's really good is because Kyle knows when he goes up against good linebackers that he has issues. You know what I mean?
Well, we know, with Jim Schwartz, we know, like, hey, you give Jim Schwartz some talent, he's one of the best. He's one of the best there is at calling plays, man.
Right.
He does like the blitz.
Right.
So he's going to bring the heat on
But he
Purdy.
doesn't have to blitz with Myles Garrett.
He doesn't. Myles Garrett is a one-man blitz. He's a one-man blitz.
Having those, then he has Denzel Ward on the back end. So they have I'll say it's my they have a Super Bowl level defense.
Who? Oh, the Browns?
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
I don't
man.
know teams that just go and light them up. If their offense could even like do anything, you know what I'm saying?
But ask the Green Bay Packers about that defense.
See, that's another Shanahan team.
Yep. I mean, you talking
LaFleur, it's the opposite of playing like Dallas when Mike McCarthy was there. The Shanahan tree eat.
Yeah. Yeah, real talk. Miles, 13 sacks past 3 weeks. He's on route to break that record set by, what is it, TJ Watt and Michael Strahan?
Yeah.
Single season.
Yep.
He's in line to do that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's gonna be but back to Shadeur. I think I'm glad that he had a good debut. Like he looked solid.
Right. I don't think he did anything like to go crazy, but he didn't stink it up. He earned the start this week.
Exactly. He had a solid start. Said he's not a 5th round pick. They discriminating against him. Yeah, there's so much controversy.
Well, I think the Ravens wanted to pick him earlier, and I don't know what round. That might have been 5th too. But he didn't want to go to Baltimore. You tell teams you don't want to go there, then I don't know.
Well, I mean, he was saying he didn't want to go to places that he knew he would never play.
And look, how many games was Lamar injured this year?
Exactly. He would have been showcased. He would have got a chance.
Life lesson, folks. Take opportunities when they come your way. You can't dictate what's in front of you. I'm going to tell my son, let's try to go to the best organization we could go to if he's on that level to get drafted. So, like, I think that was a misfire on Prime and Shadeur, because I'd rather start in Baltimore than in Cleveland.
Oh, 100%. You know what I mean? At least you're in a winning culture.
So he'd have had some game on tape with Baltimore, But what we got? You got anything else for us?
No, man. That's about it for me, man. I'm still recovering from being at the Dallas and Philly game, man, around all those sick Eagle fans. Man, it's rubbed off on me. You know what I'm saying? Got my nose running over here, man. I'm still sick from being around the sick Eagles fans after that epic collapse. But But no, that's it. But all I know is we got some exciting matchups coming up tomorrow, man. We got exciting matchups. I know everybody's got the Thanksgiving lineup ready, man. Y'all already got, I'm pretty sure some of y'all can smell your food, the greens or whatever, and the turkey already in the oven, in the kitchen, or whenever you start. I don't know. But hey, man, want everybody to enjoy their Thanksgiving, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot to be thankful for, right?
Hey, like I said, thanks. Hey, thanks for rocking with us. Over 600 subscribers, and y'all rocking with us every week. We appreciate it.
Hey, man, shout outs one more time to the mob, man. We appreciate y'all always pulling up to the unbeaten mob. I'm talking about those t-shirts. They're coming soon. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get them out there, man. We've had a busy couple of weeks, Keith.
Man, for sure.
So
but we're gonna get back consistent, man. Thank y'all for rocking out.
Oh, no doubt, man. No doubt. So, you know what it's time for.
One of our day ones, mobs.
Hey, look. Don't forget, catch us right here every Wednesday night at 9:15. The Unbeaten with Keith and Bernie. Catch us, pull up, become a part of the mob, like and subscribe. The Unbeaten with Keith and Bernie. I didn't say Keith and Murphy. Keith and Bernie.
Out.
Powered by StreamYard. We out.